G'day and welcome to the Mind Your Body Show, episode number 65. I am your host, Jacob Andre, and today I am answering a question from Instagram. That is, do you need to eat carbs? And if you would like to ask a question, head on over to my Instagram account, Jacob_Andre, and send me a DM with your question or questions. Before I get into it, I would like to invite you, if you are an athlete who would like to maximize your performance to succeed at the top level, head on over to my website at jacobandre.com. That's JACOBANDREAE.com and book a call with me to discover if and how I can help you. All right, on to this week's episode. And it is, as I said, do you need to eat carbs? I'm going to answer this question for the person who sent this through to me on Instagram. Okay, so let me get started by stating that many people who say they don't eat carbs do actually eat carbs. Carbohydrates are found in all plant foods, grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and nuts. Many times when someone says they don't eat carbs, they're referring to not eating grains, which are bread, pasta, and rice. In 2014, I broke down from adrenal fatigue due to chronic stress. A naturopath suggested to me to give up gluten. At that point in time, I didn't even know what gluten was. I went home and Googled it and discovered it was in practically everything I ate and loved. I went full on giving everything up except for vegetables and meat, literally just veggies and meat. So one of the reasons carbs get a bad rap is because of gluten. Yes, gluten can be inflammatory, and you can read all about gluten in one of these articles that I've previously published on my website at jacobandre.com. Simply head on over there, go to the blog tab and type in gluten. The 3 articles that you can find more about gluten are titled, What is Gluten? What are the benefits of a gluten-free diet? And the 1 ingredient I eliminated and changed my life. It's important to note, though, that carbs are not bad and not all carbs contain gluten. In fact, gluten is found in all sorts of products such as lipstick and shampoo, which you'll learn more about in those articles. Another reason carbs get a bad rap is due to the glycemic index, or GI for short. GI is a rating system for carbohydrates that show how quickly it is broken down and absorbed into the bloodstream. Low GI foods take longer to break down and be absorbed into the bloodstream, while high GI foods are broken down and absorbed much faster. High GI foods cause a rapid increase in blood glucose. Glucose is used for energy. However, if you don't use it for energy, your body will store it as glycogen in the liver and muscles. When glycogen stores are full, your body will convert glucose into triglycerides and store these in fat cells. This is how carbs can cause you to put on fat and why they sometimes get a bad rap. While low GI foods take longer to break down and cause a more steady increase in blood glucose, they do still cause an increase in blood glucose. And this still leads to storing excess glucose as glycogen, and once glycogen stores are full, as triglycerides, or more commonly known as fat. Carbohydrates are a macronutrient, as are protein and fat. Macronutrients are the nutrients we need in larger quantities that provide us with energy. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals and are equally important but consumed in smaller amounts. The impact on the health of your body is critical and deficiency can be severe. All forms of carbohydrate, grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and nuts contain micronutrients. These foods are also high in fiber. Fiber is the digestible part of plant foods. There are 2 types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. The difference between the 2 is that soluble fiber dissolves in water while insoluble does not. Both pass through your digestive system undigested and play an important role in keeping your digestive system healthy. Fiber is important for regular bowel movements, helps to keep you feeling fuller for longer, can improve cholesterol and blood sugar levels, and can reduce your risk for diseases such as bowel cancer. Finally, consuming a varied diet is critical for good gut health. Your digestive system contains microorganisms known as the gut microbiome, gut microbiota, or gut flora. And this includes bacteria, archaea, fungi, and viruses that live in your digestive tract. The bacteria help break down food, turning it into nutrients your body can use, and this impacts your physical and mental health. The best way to achieve a thriving gut microbiome is to eat a diverse range of foods. Consuming carbohydrates, including all forms of carbohydrates such as grains, leads to a more flourishing microbiome. So in summary, carbohydrates are a macronutrient, which means they are essential and needed in large amounts. Carbohydrates are found in all plant foods, which include grains, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and nuts, and they provide the body with energy. Carbohydrates are vital for good health and allow the body to function correctly. So the answer to that question, in short, yes, you do need to eat carbs. And I would love to hear from you. Send me a message over on Instagram, as I said at the start, at Jacob_Andre, and let me know what you've heard that's led you to believe that carbs are bad. And before I go, I just want to point out one more time, if you are an athlete who would like to maximize your performance to succeed at the top level, head on over to my website at jacobandre.com and book a call, and let's discuss if and how I can help you. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode, and I'll catch you next week.